And we come to you from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL as you get a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Today we kick off the new year with an NFC North matchup as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Green Bay Packers. Two teams that have met at least twice a year since 1932. The Lions and Packers underway from Lambeau. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Ready. Ready.
Love, they go play action now. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10.
Set. Red 38. Ready?
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And foreseeing completion on 1st down, then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Here we go. Here we go. Yell.
Here's Love. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And it'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. A big play there on the catch and run. 31 yards.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Throwing. Love. Same target. It's Jacobs again. And the stiff arm proved fruitful for a second, but the daylight quickly snuffed out.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The football comes out. Jacobs lost it. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having two hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. There's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a 1st down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd down at the 44-yard line.
From the 44-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8. Levis to throw it. He'll get that complete to the rookie from Arkansas. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers 39. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. straight ahead with Gibbs here. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Now Levis. Able to hook up with Williams here on the out route. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it's going to yield a new set of downs. Back to throw, it's Levis. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Nate Hobbs. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. Well, really a fantastic play, not only to pick that off, but he had to run a long way, Charles, in the direction to hit pay dirt. He did it, and they got the first lead.
And that certainly changes the early tone of this game, doesn't it, partner? One moment, they were going to be in early control. Now they just have a few moments to clear their heads and get back out there against an electrified defense.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And it'll be a terrific return here as he gets it down all the way inside the 30.
Well, he gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
So the pick six, and now Levis right back to the air. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Second and 10. Levis back to throw. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Sam Laporta, 28 yards. And the Lions are an extra point away from evening this one up. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
52 blue.
Glove. Eluding the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The Lions move there. Look like nobody open. Now second down.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Now Love. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
I know it was a game, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
Here is 3rd and 5.
6, Madden. Let's go now. Yellow, 43. Ready, ready.
They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. Well, it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker. 4th down.
Brings up 4th down and 1.
Green jack. Red, cycle. Hut, hut.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Levis looking to throw. Throw over the middle. He finds Williams. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
First down.
Here we go. 23 Lions.
7-7, our score after 1. The Lions. With the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. First carry now for David Montgomery. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Rashawn Gary that time through the line and getting the tackle for loss. He was able to escape momentarily in the backfield, but you could just kind of tell that wasn't going anywhere.
You know, in the film session, he'll get a minus for not getting him on the ground by himself. But what the coach is really going to analyze, how fast did his teammates get there to help him? If one guy slows him up, everyone else better be there, and that's what they got on that play.
Got his man. It's Williams.
One thing you're looking for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Levis. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So they decline the hold, and that's going to lead to a 4th down. On 4th down, on is Jake Bates for the Lions field goal. Bates' kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Love and the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Ready.
Love now. That's taken in by Watson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
60 rank. Ready?
Here's Jacobs in 1st and 10. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
From the 41, here's a 2nd and 8.
Line, 95. Ready.
And that will going to be off target and incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down.
Here we go. Here we go. 10 black. 10 cut.
To throw now. Here's Love. It's incomplete. Took a shot. Couldn't connect.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
No, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Levis out of the shotgun now. He'll go right back to St. Brown. And St. Brown going to have the Lions first down as the tackle made up near the 35. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. St. Brown motioning left. Here's Levis. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Easy to tell who they're targeting on this drive. He caught the first 2 passes, but then this time unable to hook up.
But I don't think that stops them from continuing to go back to him, do you?
No.
I mean, they've got a plan. They're trying to execute it.
And after that 2nd catch, I saw him in the huddle, and he said, hey, let's go back one more time. Didn't work there. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Nate Hobbs. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Down. Yellow, 22. Ready.
Following the interception, Love. Down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Here we go.
Love going to give it up on the touch pass. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. Matthew Golden, his first NFL reception, goes for 6. And the Packers have retaken the lead. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Loose inside the 30. And he's going to return to the 21-yard line. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you throw this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
Tackle made that time by Aleem McNeil.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Here's 2nd and 10.
Ready. 33. Yellow. Ready. Cut.
Love looking to throw it. This is caught. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Christian Watson, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember, last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Levis sets up to throw here. That'll be caught. It's St. Brown. Still going inside the 20. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Amon-Ra St. Brown, 72 yards. And the Lions are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. The extra point splits the uprights. And it's now 21-17. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Let's go.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Ready?
On play action. Love to throw. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Down. Blue, 32. Check, huh?
Here's Love. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Touchdown, Packers. Tucker Kraft, 70 yards. And the Packers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Extra point from McManus is good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. They'll look to throw now on first down. Finding Williams once more, complete. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. From the 43, it's 2nd and 3. Now back to throw. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Levis out of the gun on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. Bates' kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that,
because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
They have 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Now Levis. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Yikes. Terrible kick, headed straight for the sideline.
The Packers take over first and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Ready, set. Set, ready. 40.
Love fires that quickly outside. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it'll be second down.
38-yard line.
Come on, set. Black 40. Ready.
Jacobs going to try the middle. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 48 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially that far. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Tucker Kraft, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Packers are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. McManus's point after is good. And the lead is up to 15 now. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, you never want to get stopped so soundly during these series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Levis to throw it. They'll roll him out right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He didn't scramble for it first, but he does get the last lap by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
Back to throw, it's Levis. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 28. A nice pickup of 17 yards.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 15 yards there on the play as they try to chip away at this 15-point deficit.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Levis back to throw. Touchdown! Jamison Williams. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions are able to cut into that deficit. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
27.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
Ready?
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener.
Black, 95. Set.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Let's go now. 33, yellow. 6, mega. Ready.
Throwing. Love. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards, the final tally.
I do think that sometimes on 3rd and long, many defenders just get caught watching the sticks instead of watching the ball. And the guy who's got it, because here, they just got the ball into the receiver's hands and told him to do it yourself, a little bit of a desperation play. And he was able to take the short throw and turn it into a big gain and a conversion on 3rd down. That's a big pickup.
Red, cycle. Hut.
Now Love. Completes it again to Doubs. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a 4th.
Blaster, 6. Here we go. Blue, 32. Red, yellow.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Right, 97.
On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Yellow, 22. Hey, blue. Ready.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Down. Cut.
Love, they go play action now. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. First down. Well, clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they'd shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Here we go. Set. Red 38. Set.
They'll run out of the gun with Akers. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Ready. Black 40.
Love going to give it up on the touch pass. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
45. 10. Ready.
Play fake. Here's Love. And he's got his man on stride, complete. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Tucker Kraft with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Packers are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
42. Lions 27. Brendan McManus to kick off for Green Bay.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Oh, good return up past the 30. Still going. One man to beat. Oh, he nearly took it the distance. Not quite, though. What a great return as they finally corral him inside the 5 at the 3.
All praises for a tremendous return, but how about the guys that never gave up on the play, refused to let him get into the end zone, and tracked him down before he got there and made the tackle? A lot of pride exhibited by guys on special teams.
Levis. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Packers are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Yeah, he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Strikers, 3-3. 10 cycles. Ready?
It's Love now back near his goal line. A short throw to Musgrave. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they work this out past the 25. 25 yards there on the catch and run. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. The handoff, Jacobs running to the left. He had to fight that time. Ran through 1 tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Loss of a yard.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11.
Set, cut. 52 blue. Cut.
Off the play fake, Love. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Lee McNeil, what an effort to get in there and drop him.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
They'll fake the jet sweep there. Instead, hand to Jacobs up the middle. And he'll lose yardage on this one, back to the 13. On now is the Packers punter, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. Oh, this is off the side of his foot. And he got that one all wrong. That goes almost directly out of bounds. And this is going to be spotted inside the 25-yard line. This is 1st and 10. Levis, he'll look to throw it. And boy, another ill-advised throw there, as that will wind up incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. But we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Well, this one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still week 1. Here's 3rd down now. Levis. That is incomplete.
And while it's probably going to take a miracle at this stage, if they come down with this one in the end zone, they've still got a fighting chance. That one, however, winds up incomplete.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. Desperation time now. Here's Levis. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plan to catch.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
Let's go now. 45.
Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for Green Bay, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week.